Hello, so as you can see, the yellow NBC suit I ordered came today. I'll probably use this one in the video I want to film tomorrow demonstrating decontamination from Corona. Well, it's going to be both Fallout and Corona in the same video, but not chemical weapons, just because they're a lot more dangerous. And I'm really not qualified to talk about proper decon from them. Watch the old training films. But yeah, I thought it'd be fun to wear this. This is actually quite a comfortable suit. It's one of those lightweight, sort of designed to be disposable if you get anything too nasty on its suits, you know, where it's a bit like the Tide Chem behind me. Got, you know, one kind of material on the inside and then kind of a plasticky coating on the other, but I don't think this costs very much at all. Let me look at how much it actually cost. It wasn't very much. I probably have left feedback for it. I've got something else that came today as well that is worth showing people that some of my regular viewers will know. It was $9.99 plus postage, this suit. eBay. Just type in like chemical suit or something like that on eBay. A lot of them are sold Breaking Bad suits for some reason. But yeah. Cheers, White Wolf. Glad you enjoyed the videos. So, for other people that might find this interesting, let's oh, it matches the colour of the suit. Let's look at what came today, because my regular viewers will recognise these, because I'm building up quite a hoard of these now. I've not made this one safe yet by taking the stuff out, but does anybody recognise, let me put this back on dose rate. There we go. So, does anybody recognise one of these? I don't know how hot this one is compared to the others because I've not actually done it, but recognise that magic thing there? That's the webcam for anybody wondering. Now, if I put UV light on this, some of you will recognise what it is. I mean, I know my regular viewers will recognise it anyway, but recognise what that is? It's actually quite hard to see it under there. Yep, British World War II compass, and as always, radium paint. So, with the beta shield closed, so it just measures gamma. Let's see what the gamma energy coming off of this particular compass is. $19 microsieverts. I don't know if it's slightly higher on that side. I suppose really I should measure it that way so it's parallel to the tube. No, I've never done any military service. I'd be medically unfit to serve, especially not special forces. Yeah, I was almost late coming on mic just because I was in the middle of doing stuff. But yeah, now let's measure the amount of beta energy that comes off of this. Yeah, over 500 microsieverts coming off of that. But yeah, radium paint. British World War II stuff was absolutely coated in it wherever they wanted something to glow in the dark. The white line there is radium as well, so let's just see how hot that bit is. Not quite as hot. But if anybody wants to see it on a vintage Geiger counter, let's take some measurements with there. Wehrmacht watches were, because they had watch. Yeah. But yeah, Wehrmacht watches were because they have radium paint on those. I've got one over there. If anyone wants a classic Geiger noise rather than a digital ticking noise, let's have a play with this. And now for the fun part, let's expose it to the alpha radiation. Because I've got an alpha mica probe on here after all. If I can get open. Right, here we go. Right, watch the dial. Over 4,000 counts per second. That's pretty incredible. Oh. Yeah, if anybody's wondering, this is why I'm building up a massive collection of World War II compasses, just because of the reason they are horribly radioactive. For anybody that doesn't know how obsessed with these I've got recently, let me grab more. Hang on a second. I think this is all of my ones, if I'm not forgetting any. Let me just get them out of the corner where I've got them all stored. Oh, I'm looking at another lamp over there. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get all these out without. And I'll put this one on the top. Sort of hard to balance all of them. Yeah. I think I'm bidding on even more on eBay at the moment, but yeah. This is what happens when you end up getting radioactive, sort of like radium fever, and you decide you want more and more and more of these. Just for the people out of interest, let me put all these together. I've annoyingly got one that doesn't want to close properly, but let's turn this guy back on. I mean, this isn't a very neat way of holding them, but 8 microsieverts, 10 microsieverts. I mean, I could just put them all standing up on the chair. That's one way of doing it. And then just stick the Geiger standing up vertically next to them. Yeah, let me do that. Right, I'll get them all facing the same way, which is this way. I suppose I could put them in 2 piles, couldn't I, to make them a bit better balanced? Right, bear with me 1 second. I'm just literally piling these up so I can put the Geiger next to them. Right, here we go. So if you can see that where the chair is, maybe. The lighting's not very good because I've got the UVB lamp on again rather than the yeah, there we go. $19, $21. Yeah, anyway, just a weird hobby I've got of collecting these. The good news, at least, is it does kill coronavirus ionizing radiation. I mean, it would kill me as well, but, you know, that's the good news. Let's pop all these back over here. Right, that's those all piled back up over here where they're not going to be causing harm to anybody. What else have I got that would be quite interesting to show that's radioactive? I'm just sort of thinking. Oh yeah, I was going to show the these. I bought a load of these. I've got 10 more on order as well, but old Radium World War II US, as far as I'm aware, they're World War II US continuous timers. If I put the UV light on them, There we go. You can tell it's radium because it goes that weird blue-green under UV. But this one is particularly interesting. It's actually hotter than the compasses. Yeah, I like Soviet. It's microsieverts, so nowhere near as high as 150 Rontgen or Rontgen. If I open the beta tube, though, you might be amazed at how high. Now, this isn't my bedroom. I wouldn't sleep next to it. But yeah. Let's see what figure it decides to finalize off at. Pretty close to 500, but not quite 500. There we go, 500. 500 microsieverts is about 50 millirontgen in very, very generic terms. So nowhere close to Rontgen. Oh, fuck it. I've put this cover on in a dodgy way. Can I get it back off? There we go. But yeah, if you wanted to hear that with a classic Geiger counter, that is that way to the probe, it goes like that. And straight onto the probe. Although it'll be a lot hotter if I take it out of the bag, because the bag's going to be blocking some of the alpha radiation that the probe. Right, let's do it this way. Always to me sounds like popcorn, this speaker. You know, when you've got a popcorn popper? Nowhere near as hot as 1,000 rads a second, unfortunately. That is not normal levels. To give you some idea, what's it clicking at the moment? Right. At the moment, that is clicking at, let's get it visible, what, 5 counts per second, 4 counts per second? When it goes crazy, that's going up to like, is that over 1,000 counts per second? Just turns that way around the probe's pretty hot. Background radiation is like a count per second or less than a count per second. Yeah, let me double check that, Scott, and then I'll add you just a second. But yeah, this is the noise that reminds me of popcorn. The thing I love about probes, though, is how you can tell the radiation's directional. Well, I think I'm running this on slightly too low voltage for what it is, so let's just turn the voltage up slightly. Yeah, there we go. I doubt scintillator mode does anything different. Right. Yeah, good fun. eBay. Right, I'm just going to check that guy's Discord thing, but before I go any further. But Right. Let me tell you something funny about UK law. A lot of my viewers will know. Under UK law, you can own as much Radium-226 as you want, despite the fact we have very, very strange nanny state laws on lots of things. Radium-226 has no restrictions on it whatsoever. So you know. Oh, thank you very much to Martin123. Yeah, let me just add you, and I need to check the other guy's thing as well. But yeah, thank you very much. But yeah, let me get on that right now. But yeah, I thank you. I really appreciate that. The problem is with removing old glasses. I don't know if I've still got any that are in my prescription. I've got one old pair that are pretty close to this, but I don't want to damage those because they're actually, you know, close enough to this prescription that they're my backup pair if I ever broke these. Otherwise, I would do that, but sadly, I don't think... I mean, if I find an old pair of glasses, even if they're not suitable for me anymore, I might do it with those just to demonstrate how you would do it with sunglasses and masks. But yeah, I don't actually have any that would be suitable for doing that, or else I'd have already done it. But yeah, thank you very much for the donation. But yeah, blue tack would work. Another thing you could do is some sort of tapes, or on some, if they've already got a bit of a nose indent anyway, you could probably cut a very thin line and, you know, get this bit wedged into it. Right, Discord's just loading up. Right, add friend. All right, you're added. Let me check the other guy to make sure he did donate. And that was Scott Christensen. Let me just check Gmail to check he's on Discord. There's a guy called NASCAR who just supported me on Patreon, who I need to send an invite to. Yeah, let me check all my Patreon people, and then I can check if you're on there. The problem with Patreon is often I won't notice an actual, you know, like Gmail thing come through, even if people have sent me a thing on there. That's why I have to just sort of check it manually every so often. Which one is it I go on? Is it Patronage? Is that the one that shows me all the people? Nope. Posts, patrons, relationship manager. That's the one, isn't it? So you said it's under Scott Christensen, right? Let me have a look. I can't see it. Are you sure it's not under another name? Otherwise, there doesn't seem to be anybody under that name. Or was it under your Discord ID? Let me have a look at what you said. Ivory State. Is there an Ivory State on there? Oh, yeah, Ivory State. I see you. Oh, $25 Patreon. Thank you very much. Yeah, let me sort you out a Discord ID. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, sorry, I thought it might have been your YouTube name then. Yeah, apologies. If anybody adds me on Discord, just PM me through Discord. It's the quickest way of me actually noticing that somebody sent me a thing and then, you know, doing it that way. Right, let me just invite everybody as soon as they accept to the server. And then I'll go back to the bottom of the chat. Yeah, that was apparently the problem with them compared to the MP5 jacks, that the rubber kind of went really hard. It's not actually a raincoat. It's a proper NBC suit look. Although, wow, I don't know if it's fully NBC rated, but yeah, 3 people in the UK. The other person didn't catch it directly from China, apparently. They caught it in Thailand or somewhere. But yeah, this is a Chem Max 1EB, apparently. It was just cheap on eBay, so I felt like getting it, so I had a banana yellow NBC suit. It would go quite over those civil defence things, wouldn't it? Hang on. Ah, yeah, perfect with that. There we go. So I can have these. I probably have to wear something black underneath, so it looks like a suitable colour, but, you know, having one of these underneath. I assume I've got the batteries out of this one at the moment, otherwise I'd flick it on. Yeah, the batteries in it. But yeah, I prefer this to the Thai chem if anyone asks, because it's just done up in a more sensible way. Again, it's got like the plastic bit you can peel off to stick down, but this is definitely designed more for, you know, just being practical and working. It'll protect you from fallout dust, as in you can decontaminate yourself easily, but it won't stop radiation penetrating it. Oh look, I can demonstrate that quite easily. Yep, okay, so if you just want me to prove it doesn't protect you from radiation, the actual suit itself. What should we get? Some strontium-90? That's not even a gamma emitter. Yeah, let's just do strontium-90 because it's good fun. Right. So, strontium-90. This is a fucking stupid thing to do, by the way. Don't try this at home. So, let's say you've got your NBC suit on, right? No, it doesn't protect you from actual radiation penetrating it. Watch this. Hear that? So yeah, the answer is no. It makes it easy to decontaminate yourself, but the point is that no, it doesn't actually. Doesn't protect you from radiation in that regard, no. It's just these suits are designed in terms of chemicals and biological stuff, yes. In terms of radiation, it's just so you can wipe yourself down easily. Proving that it works or doesn't work. Yeah, my good old friend strontium-90. This is actually a fairly safe radionuclide when it's outside of your body, because it's when it's outside your body, it's purely a beta emitter. I doubt John Campbell would want to collab with me. If you eat it, you'd be dead within a year, I imagine. This is a pure beta emitter, Peach, strontium-90, unless you're on about NBC suits. But yeah, NBC suits protect you from alpha radiation fine because it can't penetrate paper. But yeah, strontium-90 is a pure beta emitter, which is why it's very interesting to do tests with it. Oh, Ivory State, I'll invite you to the server now because you've accepted the thing. There you go. But yeah. Oh, I did get something very interesting turn up today. And that it was one of these, which I've wanted for ages. The S6 filter that has the tiny little air intakes going around it like that. Yes, but your skin's harder to decontaminate compared to an NBC suit. So, basically, like, you know, the thing I did a video on today, this, just if anybody wanted to see it on here, because it looks cool. It does kind of remind me of the S6, this mask, I'm saying that. Well, I'm going to have to cut that nose cut to the shape at some point. But... Hello, King Gaming. Again, painful oral nasal cup thing that doesn't quite work as I think it's meant to, but ignoring that. Yeah, see, so this is how the NBC suits are meant to do it, for the people who are wondering. Thank you very much, Animaniacs. The SLR is one of my favourite rifles, as in the FN FAU. In Britain they were called the SLR, but as said in the video, shitty straps, because of course they have to fucking ruin a good mask by putting shit straps on it. They couldn't just leave it be like the older version I had, but that's got stuck to the bloody hood now. There you go. You don't want the straps, the fucking bit from the straps falling on the floor. I give up. It will completely depend on the environment. Do you have a hydration system, and what type of NBC suit it was? These aren't all that hot because they're quite a thin material. The FMJ05 was military grade because the PLA used it for ages. I would use the word underreacting, not overreacting. Yeah, like Ghost Jesus just said, hydration system helps a lot. Again, it comes down to how much are you exercising, like what are you doing, how heavy the NBC suit is and stuff like that. You know, how hot it is, what kind of NBC suit you're wearing. There's a lot of factors. GP4 is very outdated. I'd recommend it as a collector's piece, not to actually use for anything. Right, let me just see where that buckle landed on the floor. But yeah, the annoying thing, as I pointed out in today's video, was the older variants of that mask used a different strap system. Now they're doing the same fucking thing they did on the Pewter, which is bloody awful. The thing is, I definitely recommend the MF11 as a good mask if you get the variants, and there's no way of telling when you order it, that actually has proper straps. But Gary, I think you're missing the point. The point is that the MF11 is the export name of the FMJ05, and it seems to just be a question of luck. Because again, as I was showing in that video earlier, this is the other FMJ05 I've got as an export version, the MF11. And despite this one being too small for me, notice it has a different strap system. So again, it's still Chinese military issue equipment in the sense that the same factories make it and they just sell one without the drinking tube for export. I want to see how, oh, I don't want my Geiger tube over there. I wanted to see how cool this filter would look on an Israeli civilian mask. I've never seen a ski mask 65. I am assuming that's a Swedish civilian gas mask that's older than the 90, is it? Or, I don't want to say civilian, but, you know, a Swedish gas mask from 1965, is it? Yep, third case was in the UK today. I suppose I should put this on like the fucking movies and wear it over the top of the hood, even though that's technically the wrong way of doing it. So yeah, let's do it in the style of the movies, which is objectively wrong, but why not? Let's just do it like that for a stream. So we get the mask, or I guess we get the hood, we do it up. I guess I'm going to have to do it like that, because otherwise my chin's not going to go in. So that like that, pull that down like that. Chin in like that like that. Is that how they do it? So just try and tuck that in there, because again, it's a stupid way of doing it. You always put the mask under the hood. Yeah, that's how they do it in the movies, isn't it? Like that, with these straps over the hood. It's a bit of a rip-off, but the problem is every mask is overpriced now, so it's hard to say if it's too stupidly overpriced compared to everything else. NBC suits can be whatever colour the manufacturers want them to be. I imagine the main reason, though, is just simply because, what was I going to say? Because it's a bright colour, so it's obvious that somebody's wearing it. Right, what I was going to say, oh, shit. I imagine a panoramic mask would actually be easier to do with this stupid system that they do in the movies. Oh, it's because wearing a mask over the hood fucks up how it works. So yeah, normally it wouldn't, but again, this is how they always wear them in the movies. You've got to have your hood done up over the mask, because that's the right way of doing it, isn't it? So yeah, let's try this with another mask and see how it breaks the seal horribly. Notice this is starting to fog up as well. Oh, and the air's going into my eye. It's almost like if you wear the hood over the mask, it fucks up how the mask seals to your face. Yeah, you can duct tape gaps. You'll see pictures of soldiers with duct tape NBC suits. But if you get the exact same mask and do this, like, you know, how you're properly meant to do it. I'm just wondering how I can actually sort this bit out. This is going to have to put it inside the suit, aren't I? Hold on a moment. Thank you, Joseph. Right, let's just see. So I bet now it won't start fogging up horribly, because it's actually the way you're meant to wear a mask. Notice how the actual bits like here are designed so the NBC hoods do up around those particular bits. Sort of funny, that, isn't it? But, you know, there you go. And oh, look, it's not actually fogging up now. The Andromeda Strain's a great movie. I haven't seen that in years. It's Michael Crichton, wasn't it, who wrote the book of the Andromeda Strain, I think. Yeah, my thoughts on Reddit is, in general, most Reddits are absolute shitholes. I know that's going to be a very unpopular opinion, but in general, if you want to go find knowledge, you don't go to a Reddit. So I would never bother asking a Reddit for actual important factual informations. No, every beep is an ionization, a radioactive decay hitting the Geiger tube. So I suppose you could say every beep is potentially a percentage chance that you'll get cancer, a very, very low one, but it's still a percentage. I mean, there might be a way of bodging the S10 onto different drinking tube systems, but in general, you buy the proper drinking tube system for your mask you're buying. What does NFA mean? Other than whatever it is, American football or whatever. Oh, it's getting a sudden load of extra counts at the moment. What's setting that off in? Is it because I got the strontium 90 open in the container? Or where did I put those radium dials after I put them back down? Hang on a second. Where did I put them? I put them over here. So I assume this is why. Thank you very much, darling. Sadly, I don't know if there is any way to donate to research, because a load of people are asking, is there any way they can donate to help China? And sadly, there isn't any proper charitable ways of doing it. There's like ways you can donate and your money will never go to the people that need it and will go to Communist Party officials. But I don't know if there's actually... It's actually quite hot on this side as well. Oh, National Firearms Act. Is that your Reddit name? If so, let me, not Reddit, sorry, Discord. Alright, let me add you. Doesn't like that you have to check all the spelling, but with a name that long. I imagine there would be, some sort of error Discord doesn't like. I always find this fun watching how quickly the accumulative dose can potentially go up when you've got it on a bit of radium. And why would I want to do that, Maliki? Thank you, Pro Steel, but I'm sure that would be horribly illegal here, but I'll just take your thanks, thank you. There's been more than one. It's not just one warhead. There's been several that's got lost. I mean, you just have to hope they never turn up. I mean, I'm sure they'll leak radioactive material, but you kind of hope that they'll become completely useless over time, like a terrorist can't get hold of them. Yeah, up to you. Get any masks you want to collect or whatever. Not for me to decide. What's with Grow Junkie Radio's completely random comment that has nothing to do with anything unless I've missed something? Canned peas. This is a very weird comment. Again, what's the name of the chip shop kind of brand one that you can get in the UK that does regular peas and mushy peas? They're quite good. Well, I don't need another CT12, but I suppose if somebody else wants to spend £200 on a CT12, they're welcome. I feel quite tired tonight. I've not read the book, but I've seen the film. I've not missed anything. If you posted a comment, it didn't go through. Yeah, that is certainly an easier name. Let me post that on. Oh, Control C even. Still doesn't like it. I'll try putting it through several times, because the thing is with Discord. Oh wait, no, it says that you've not got friends requests on, so I can't add you. You need to actually change that. I'm not sure if there's any particular topic at the moment, because we've not been talking too much about Corona tonight. It's been more people going, oh God, why is that so radioactive? Oh God, oh God, oh God, what are you doing? How dangerous is it to hold in my hands just like this, do you reckon? One way to find out. Put this back to dose rate. Open the beta tube. How many counts per second am I getting at the moment? Let's see. Oh yeah, that's not a great thing to just hold in my hand, is it? Because the CT12 is the FM12 designed for special forces use. I've seen a lot of videos like that, MG. Some of them are pretty horrifying. But yeah, the Chinese numbers are definitely not real numbers at this point. Right, let's put this down so I'm not holding it in my hand, shall we? You see the rock, that's silly. What is it? Don't fuck around. Alright, let me try adding you again and see if you've set your friends thing up properly now. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's just my friends list a minute. No such thing as Radex and Radaway in real life, sadly. The closest thing you can get to Radex in real life is stable iodine, and even then your chances aren't all that good. Kind of matches the colour of the suit, doesn't it, this one? Yeah, I saw that. Right, I'll add you to the server, thank you very much. I wonder, actually, completely not related to the stream at all, really. Oh, and thank you very much if I didn't say, by the way, as well, MG. So, sorry, sometimes I forget to actually thank people when they donate, because I can be a dick. But what I was going to see is the Plessy visible? There it is. Right. I was just kind of wondering if the Plessy dose rate meter, if I put all those dials against that, if I could get it to read 0.1. But I don't know if there'd be enough gamma energy coming off of them. But we'll try it in just a second. Right. Ooh. Thank you, JM. I've not filmed it yet, so I'm hoping I'll get a chance to film it at some point tomorrow, and then it will just be whenever it's gone on. Right, is there enough gamma radiation on all of these to register any counts? No. What, like uranium fever and when they drop the atomic bomb and all those, do you mean? But I can shove some on. Nuclear biological chemical suits, the idea is they protect you from said things. Although, to varying degrees, it's better than regular clothing, but they're not magic things by any chance. Let me grab this massive bag of dials as well. For the people that are getting quite worried at this stage, you're right to be. Notice all what this is full of as well. If I put all these on there as well, do I get a reading? Not really. Although, if I get this one and then put that there. I think I need to get to at least 1 millisievert of gamma per hour to register on this. Although, I have got readings to come up on this one before. I wonder if... Just a second, I'll go back to the chat in a moment. I wonder if all of these can register on it. I think the bit where it reads, where it has the Geiger Miller tube in these, is literally the bottom bit there when I kind of remember. And that's 0.000. So if we hold that there and then shove all of these on the front, can I get a reading that way? I've never got this to read in the case. I generally have to put the shit, directly on the tube to actually get a reading, just due to the sheer inverse square law of its radioactivity. NBC suit's a bit overkill, but it's not a bad idea. But yeah, if anybody wanted to see a crazy reading for gamma radiation, relatively crazy. Cheers, Game the Troll. I'll add you in just a second. And now if we open the beta tube, it's making a weird noise now, isn't it? Yeah, that's a pretty spicy reading. Yeah, for the people who are new and don't know, when I've got radium paint that's shedding off of things, I put them in test tubes. If I hold this up to the webcam, you should hopefully start seeing gamma rays hit the webcam. Right. Every time you see a white flash on the camera, that's a gamma ray hitting the sensor. See them sparkling away there? It's quite good fun. But yeah, that white static is gamma rays. Right, I'm going to stop holding all this shit in my hands now, because I'm going to look like Sitnikov fairly soon. Let's turn this guy back off until I get around to doing a video on him. And put all these guys away. Very, very spicy. Right, let me add, sorry, the person who gave me their ID and I didn't get around to it yet. Did Ghost Jesus PM at me? Thank you, Ghost Jesus. Let me add him. Right, that's not worked, but Ghost Jesus suggested you're probably Gamer Troll. Yeah, and that worked as Gamer Troll, so you just misspelled it. But thank you, Ghost Jesus, for being sensible. Who is the guy saying Aspasiani is dog shit? I think that person's probably full of shit themselves. Who's saying that anyway? The Crazies is a good film, if you're on about the film. I prefer the Romero original to the remake, but both are good films. Gamer Troll says test. There is your invite. So who was saying that? Oh, and who's saying that then in the server insulted? I mean, they're welcome to their opinion, but I think they're full of shit. Do they even have one? I can't even see the post you're on about anyway. No, Airbus LBMs are very expensive. They look lovely, but a bit out of my price range. I don't know if they're even easy to find on the civilian market, to be honest. Oh, I won't be streaming tomorrow, by the way. I'm going to have a day off streaming tomorrow. I'll still stick a video on. I hope it's going to be that decontamination one. Actually, you'll get 2 videos tomorrow, because if I get a chance to film the decontamination video, there'll be that video, and there'll be the one that's scheduled for tomorrow anyway. Let me tell you what the video is that's scheduled for tomorrow that I've already filmed. Wonder if it's the video on the CDV 720. Let's have a look. No, tomorrow's February the 7th, so it's not that one. That's February the 9th. February the 9th. February the 12th. Where is it then? Where is February the 7th video? Oh, there we go. It's tomorrow's video is the Virtus Battle Skin Cobra P2 helmet review. So there's some gas masks in that video, but it's the one on that kind of modern British Army helmet. Although it's technically American that Britain buys under license, but still. As I've already said several times, CT12s are rare because the FM12 is the mass-produced version. The CT12 is just a version they made a few every now and then for like special forces and police kind of SWAT team type things that requested them. Personally, if I hadn't got an FM12, I'd probably buy, a CT12, I'd probably buy a CT12 for $150 just because of how hard they are to get. I was just lucky when I got mine, it was like 30 odd pounds, which for Americans at the time was probably like $40 to $50 for a CT12 in really good condition. I was just fucking lucky though that somebody was selling it. I think I won a bid on it for 30 odd pounds. Yeah, it was just more luck than anything. I got one for that price. Celtic Anglo-Saxon, I guess, because like most people in Britain, you have kind of both Gaelic and kind of Germanic sort of ancestry. No, I've got outserts for the S10, not the FM12. I've got shitloads of masks. My collection was 150 odd, but recently I've started giving some of my masks to friends and family and shit, just because of Corona stuff where they're worried. So number might have potentially gone down or up. I haven't really done a spreadsheet to see if I'm at a net loss or gain for masks, to be honest, recently. But no, I just literally said I don't have any outsets for the FM12, so I don't have any specific outsets. Don't forget to like the stream, everybody, before I go off, because I'll be off in a few minutes, so it'd be good to get the likes up a bit higher, but I sound like a typical YouTube e-celeb bullshit thing, saying stuff like that about a while. By about 20 fucking miles insulted is it better, because it's made from decent rubber that doesn't melt on its own. It's a panoramic field of view. It's got a voice diaphragm on it. So yes, it's literally better in every way. Then they just die of radiation poisoning, Ghost Jesus, at that rate. But the good thing is, if you didn't hear earlier, is apparently ionizing radiation kills the coronavirus. So I suppose here you die slowly of cancer rather than just dying from corona. eBay, just search chemical suit. It was a really cheap when I bought it to review it. I've not got around to doing a video on it yet, but yeah, for the price, it's very good. What was that one you saw on Prepper's Shop? Was it Peach the other day was on about? I think this is the same one, actually, weirdly saying that. Yeah, it is. Lakeland Chemax Hazmat Suit Large. Yeah, this is the one they have on Prepper's Shop, Peach. Although it's slightly cheaper on Prepper's Shop than I got it for, but only like by £1 or two. But yeah, it's the same one they have on Prepper's Shop. Again, I actually prefer it to that suit. I'd say that one is probably a bit more chemical resistant by the feel of the material, but this doesn't crinkle horribly everywhere like that one does when you move in it. And it's a much better fastening up system. But yeah, it's the £8 NBC suit. Cheers, JM. Thank you very much. But yeah, for the people wondering, elasticated bottom bits, ankle bits on it, a double zip where you can do up, like one or two of the zips, and then obviously elasticated hood and elasticated wrists. So yeah, pretty bloody good NBC suit for £8 odd. Obviously the military grade, much stronger ones are better for, like really, really kind of high-end shit, but this is good enough for what it is, which is if you wanted just to get, a dust suit, NBC suit kind of thing, it's pretty cheap. Yeah, thank you, Peach. Let me look that up, because if it looks like a scary gas mask, I want it. Sparrow, but no, I've not actually heard of that one before. So is that basically an M50 / sort of C50, just with a helmet built into it? Like a riot helmet thing? Yeah, so it looks like an Avon C50 just with a riot helmet over it. It's pretty cool looking, but yeah, I mean, I could pull off that look pretty easily by just putting any one of my riot helmets for my M50. Firefighters' masks, orange bed, are designed to use with oxygen airlines in, not filtration systems. Right, I'm getting rid of the person asking weird political questions, because they should know they're not welcome to ask them here. It's viable, MG. You'd probably want a newer mask just for filter compatibility, but otherwise, it's fine. Anyway, thanks for watching. As said, I'm taking a break from live streaming tomorrow because I've been doing it since Sunday every day in a row. Saturday and Sunday I will live stream though, because I've actually got this weekend off work as holiday, which is quite nice. Which gives me more time to just do YouTube shit. But anyway, yeah, see everybody. Hope everybody has a good evening. The trolls seem to all be coming on now, so I suppose it's a good time to end the stream anyway. Yeah, see you all. Yeah, and I'll be watching your stream tomorrow evening, because as far as I'm aware, Mike, I've not got anything on tomorrow evening, so see you all then. Yeah, have a good evening, everybody, and stay safe, and keep following the news on coronavirus, I guess.